Ladies and gentlemen, what the hell is S-Fall? Hang on. Oh! Okay, no. I know what that is. So you know how Fallout 1 worked just fine without any changes? Fallout 2 does not. I had to get an engine tweak to get it into streamable status. I don't know why. I don't know what's different. I don't know what changed. I'm not going to ding it for that because the game plays just fine out of the box. The problem I was having was getting it streamable, which we don't ding games for. So, looks like it changes movement speeds. That's cool. Makes it streamable. Makes it streamable. It adds mouse wheel support, which I'm probably going to deliberately not use. It adds the middle mouse button as a thing that can exist. It allows you to change the 13-year time limit. That's strange. A bunch of stuff that doesn't matter. Fixes Pathfinder and Sharpshooter perks, question mark. Add some modding scripting. Don't care because I'm not using any mods. And I think that's actually it. So I just have to kind of mentally not use the mouse wheel, and otherwise we are, for all intents and purposes, playing vanilla Fallout 2. I didn't even notice that Setzler. I set all this crap up forever ago. So, anyways, Fallout 2. I was trying to look up some figures for you. Unfortunately, there are some problems. So, here's the thing. Fallout 2 sold, I have no idea how well, because there are no sales figures for it. This is one of those frustrations about game sales and figuring out how well a particular game does. Because nobody, game companies, most of that information comes from the game companies themselves. It may or may not be misleading. It may or may not be wrong. Who knows? But I wasn't able to find anything other than like an initial week of sales in the UK specifically. However, I do want to mention that I can't talk. I do want to mention that I was able to find sales figures for Fallout 1. This is important because Fallout 1 pushed about 600,000 units. Now, that may or may not sound impressive, but actually, that is bonkers good. Now, I know that sounds strange considering video games, even RPGs, were selling way higher figures than that in this era. But you have to really, really think about all the variables that were in play here. Do me a favor, those of you who know, picture Final Fantasy VII or Chrono Trigger, okay, or Lufia 2. You know, some of the really big, well-known blockbuster RPGs. Now imagine that you go straight from one of those incredibly good games to Fallout 1. Now, I'm not trying to say this to bash Fallout 1. What I'm trying to say is that it was very obvious that it was a gargantuan shift in every way, right? Like, the people who had been designing JRPGs and RPGs in general on the console market had had over a decade to refine and polish their craft. PC RPGs technically had longer because PC RPGs go back to like the Ultimas and the really, really old games nobody's ever heard of. But let's be very blunt about this. Fallout 1 is the first CRPG in every way that matters. The PC RPG didn't really start being a thing until Fallout 1. So, for what is, for all intents and purposes, the first PC RPG, and the first CRPG, 600,000 units is huge. Yeah, exactly, Von Falkenstein, exactly. Fallout 1 was probably the first thing that actually pushed RPG design forwards, as opposed to most previous games, which were honestly just kind of doing Ultima again. No, I'm dead serious, Setzler, because we've got this at 98, Baldur's Gate comes after this, and Baldur's Gate 2 comes after that, and Everwinter Nights comes after that, and so forth and so on. We could argue definitions, in which case I'm going to have to arm wrestle you. I'm ready. I'm ready. Let's do it. No? Yeah, exactly. There was the gold box before this, but frankly, I mean, have you ever played the gold box? So, no, it was Interplay was the company. Although, I mean, you can see it right there in the lower left, Interplay. So, Fallout 1 was a sea change. And that's important because it's, if you pay attention to the behind the scenes of Fallout 1, you'll notice that Fallout 1 started off and was like, hey, nobody's going to buy this. Nobody cares. Very little support from the studio. Very small budget. Very small development team. 600,000 units sold. And now, and this is where this is really important, Fallout 2. Now Fallout 2 is all of a sudden going to have much more support, much more budget, and an actual full development staff, thanks to Black Isle, working on it. Because of course it is. It moved. It moved units. This is one of the reasons I was irritated I couldn't find numbers on Fallout 2, because it would be interesting to see how much this game sold, because by every account that I know of, it sold well. I just don't know how well. But this is also usually considered to be one of the best CRPGs ever made, which is why I'm terrified about covering it. Nevertheless, part of the reason I really wanted to slam Fallout 1 and Fallout 2 together is ironically partially because of Django. Not because he requested these. Let me explain this a little bit. Some of you may not remember, about 3 years ago, I want to say, something like that, we did a review stream. It was an old review stream, so it doesn't count now. But we did a review stream where we went straight from KOTOR 1 to KOTOR 2. And it was weird how much better KOTOR 2 played. It was something that was never in my memory of KOTOR 2, right? There were just tons of little micro-optimizations here and there that just made the game substantially more smooth. And it made it more fun to play. And all the way back then, during that run in KOTOR 2, I remember having the thought, I wonder if that's going to be a thing between Fallout 1 and 2 as well. Because in my mind, whatever I pictured when I pictured Fallout, I pictured what we've been playing yesterday and today. So, I do have several people who have suggested a run. Yeah, that's right, we have the shove command! Which is... hang on, let me pull this up. Where is it? God dang it. Now Plutonia is arguing in chat, so hang on, I'm trying to find the actual build. Hi, Evo. Where was the build? Come on, I know I saw it earlier. I saw it while I was munching. Oh my god. I can't find it. Django, hell! I can't find the build. Oh, for Christ's sakes. Hang on. Oh yeah, so we need to talk about the tutorial. How many of you have played System Shock 2? There it is. Thank you, Plutonia. Ultima, you're funny, Evo. Also, hang on a second. First of all, Daggerfall is absolutely not a CRPG. Like, we could argue Dragon Age Origins and I'd even be willing to lose that, but Daggerfall is 100% not a CRPG. No way in hell. Like, Daggerfall, first of all, is effectively the originator of the BRPG concept. But Arena is absolutely a dungeon crawler. That full tilt. And the Ultimas are dungeon crawlers. Might and Magic is a dungeon crawler series. That's very different in pretty much every way. So that's actually a good point. Black Malkin says, what do you mean by C? Would you believe that there's actually multiple answers to that? And I don't think any of them are right or wrong. They're just different answers. What it originally means is computer. But obviously, computer RPG isn't really all that useful of a piece of information. So instead, we tend to part and parcel these things out based on how they're designed, or at least that's how I tend to do. So, for example, that's why Fallout New Vegas is a BRPG. Because it is. Yeah, I forget all the definitions of CRPG. Nowadays, I just use CRPG as the definition. I don't bother trying to define the C. It's just, it's a CRPG. It's a CRPG. Oh yeah, that's another thing. Immersive sim. That's another one. Some of these labels actually irritate me, to be completely honest. But anyways, a BRPG, Morrowind, Oblivion, Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas, Skyrim, Fallout 4. There are others. Outer Worlds is one. There's also Enderal, the mod we've done. But yeah, it is a Bethesda-style RPG. I came up with that term, by the way. So, BRPG. And I stand by it because it is its own distinct style of RPG. There's enough games of that style in that category to justify calling it its own category. But I'm getting off topic. I've got the build. I'm ready to go. Let's watch that intro. Hang on, let's mute that game and then watch that intro. There we go. Yeah, like Souls. Souls games definitely have their own style and approach to them. Vault-Tec presents. Be sure to remember these basic rules. Rule number 1. Line up... I don't know where that accent's coming from. Line up in an orderly fashion. Also, I don't remember if this is the first introduction of the Fallout kid, but I know this is the first time they really lean into that kid, which would then become one of the mascots of the entire franchise. The Vault Boy, yeah. Oh no, extreme eye damage. I know he was in Fallout 1, but not really at the same time. They leaned into it more, is what I'm trying to say. The Force was in A New Hope, but let's be clear, the Force wasn't really a thing until Empire Strikes Back. And so forth and so on. The Gek! Yes, this is also when the nature of the vaults was invented, because this is, of course, a retcon. I think we might be able to unmute. Yep, hang on, let me unmute. As we've already mentioned, this is when a certain organization will be invented for the first time, and a bunch of other stuff. Fallout 2 codifies Fallout for good and for bad. That's just reality. We actually talked about that last time. Early installment weirdness. Oh hey, it's a bunch of people in power armor. Hi! So yeah, that's Fallout 2 in a nutshell. New game. Oh hey, we have prefabs again. Well, they all suck. I would like to create a character. So last time we were runner, so this time obviously we'll be walker. Okay. Where's that build? There it is. This over here. So we're going 5 strength, 9 perception, 6 endurance, 2 charisma? 2 charisma. Also, runner is a real name. Thank you very much. Okay. I trust in this. 9 int. Yeah, well, charisma is now our dump stat. 9 agility and 8 luck. I'm out of points, dude. I guess I have to pick up gifted. Select that. There we go. Okay, so hang on. So 5 strength. That's 9 perception. 6 endurance. 2 charisma. Jesus Christ, 2 charisma. How do you play a low charisma character in a video game? That's just insanity. Still not as much. Hang on. 596. 596. 299. 299. 8. Right. Well, anyways, small frame. Can't carry as much, but you're more agile. Okay. Sure. Do that then. We must use the build, my Kramano. I was actually going to go with guns anyways, so that just kind of lines up. Lockpick, speech, and small guns. This should be interesting. We can also have sex appeal. Skilled. Nothing else that looks new, actually. Not really. So. Yeah, my barter is negative 2%. My small guns is 51%. Most of my stats are actually pretty crap right now. Unarmed is okay. And everything else is terrible. No role-playing. No role-playing. We're gonna kill everyone. With a small gun, hence the thing. If it was a big gun, it'd be like... And if it was an energy gun, it'd be like... Energy guns aren't really fun to cock. It doesn't work.
Come in, Chosen One. There are things you must know. The village is dying. The signs are everywhere. Withering crops. Dying Brahmin.
Already more CGI than the first game.
Sick children. There is hope, however. A slim hope that few know of. The old discs speak of an item called the Garden of Eden Creation Kit. It is said it can bring life to the wasteland. This will be your quest, if you prove yourself worthy. For that proof, you must first journey to the Temple of Trials.
Oh, God.
If you survive,
There we go.
come back to me. We will talk more. Our life is in your hands, Chosen One. Prove yourself. Find the Gek. Be our salvation.
Cool. Cool. Depressing. Cool. So hang on. Let me just make sure all the buttons are correct. Well, and by correct, I mean similar, so I don't screw myself over. Looks like they're similar. Although, check it out. Oh, yeah. Behold my power. Interface does actually look a little cleaned up. I don't know if that's the mod or Fallout 2, but it does look nicer. 60 years? 70 years? It's actually been quite a bit. Okay, this is Fallout 2's interface. Yay. Let me double check some things here. So we got... Always run, subtitles on. I don't know what combat looks means. We're gonna turn that way down. And that. Everything turned down. Turn everything down. Crank up the speed. And I think that's it. Yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah, this is definitive. So, as I've actually talked about this quite a bit in the other games. Fallout 1 is post, Fallout 2 is post-post, Fallout 3 is post, Fallout New Vegas is post-post. There's a logical hiccup there if you're paying attention, but that is the style and approach of the 4 games. Fallout 4 is its own thing. Yeah, it has been quite a while since the bomb, so the NCR is functional. They have printed money, for God's sakes. No, I mean, there is no post-post-post. It doesn't go past post-post-post. It doesn't go past post-post, excuse me. When you're past post-post, you're just at a society at that point, and it's no longer anything. Excellent, Evo. Excellent. Words. So, let's jot down some thoughts very quickly here. Yeah, exactly as I said there. Once you get to a certain point, it's just, yeah, it's just civilization. It's one of the reasons why games like Horizon Zero Dawn are so unique. Because Horizon Zero Dawn, despite the massive amount of time that's passed, is still being presented as a post-post. Not its own new civilization, which is just, yeah. Although some people would argue Horizon is actually post, but... Huge, way too much time, Evo. Way too much time. Should have been like 3 minutes, just... And then Horizon Zero Dawn. There we go. Sorry, I'm debating... I don't think the intro is nearly as strong as Fallout 1's. So I think I'll just call it a wash for the moment. Or, look, wrong direction. There we go. So this is what the mouse wheel does, even though I don't know that that exists. So here's the tutorial dungeon. The goal is to get up here. Oh, that's what I was going to say. That's what I was going to say. Sorry. So I mentioned in Fallout 1, and this is also true in Fallout 2, I meant cinematic, not the intro. One of the ways that they got across the fact that you can do anything, that you can just kill everyone and still progress through the story, is they made it so that there's very, very, very few requirements for beating the game. If you were paying attention, there are exactly 2 requirements for beating Fallout 1. Blow up Mariposa and defeat the Master. That's it. Once those 2 objectives are accomplished, you have beaten the game, regardless of everything else. That's how they do that. That's how they are able to allow you to do so many other different things. Yeah, you literally don't even need the water chip. It's actually it's an optional side quest. Primary optional, but it's still optional. This is one of the reasons we tend to be specific when it comes to defining primary mandatory versus primary optional. Fallout 2 is more than that, because, unless this is patched at some point, and I'm just not familiar with it, there is actually 1 requirement for beating Fallout 2, and that's the oil tanker. That's it. Once you do that, and do the stuff that happens there, you're done. That is all that's required to beat this game. It's just funny to me, because it's a good design philosophy. It allows the player a huge amount of malleability in how they do it. It's one of the reasons why I'd like to call that thing the All Roads Lead to Rome quest design. So, yeah, let's go ahead and put on our item we don't actually have any skill in. There are still games that do this, but most games tend to have, especially RPGs, tend to have trails of requirements. You know, you have to do this, which unlocks this, which unlocks this, which unlocks this. So the path of requirement is do these 15 things or these 30 things as opposed to this one thing. And yeah, it's very, 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 very easy, if you know exactly what you're doing, in both Fallout 1 and Fallout 2, to beeline directly for the endgame. Negative 9.28, Naked Claw. So as you can see, we're playing grounded again. Wow, I have no chance to hit these things. So, fun fact, I have done less... is it really? Where's my way? Oh, there it is. It actually is. I have done less speedrunning with 2 than with 1. However, the the greatest fail point in the Fallout 2 speedrun is this dungeon, because it's actually easier than you'd think to just die in the tutorial dungeon. So let's go ahead, now that we're out of combat. Okay. Use the dir. I actually have distinct memories of playing this game for the very first time and dying in the tutorial dungeon because I thought energy weapons sounded rad. I was an idiot and built my character very badly. So Plutonia brought this up in Discord. This is a very unique situation because this is arguably bad design. It is possible not just to soft block yourself, but to die and not be able to progress in the tutorial dungeon. Thoughts? Oh, we're already poisoned. Yeah, this game was thrown together very quickly. Whoops, I'm an idiot. Is that a bad thing? How is that a good thing? Would be my automatic point to that. I think I did Blade Traval. That's a good question. Hang on. To the website. Hit the lore breaks. Because, yeah, for those of you not aware, you can actually die to the first fight in Mystic Quest, and it's actually kind of easy to. Looks like we didn't actually give a ding for that. Except for there. So, we kind of give a ding for it. Alright, I'll be real. I don't know how you could die in KOTOR 1's tutorial dungeon. Like, how is that even possible? Oh, it's... Okay, yeah, no, that follows. It's the wizard problem. So, I was going to say, I've died in Neverwinter Nights 1's intro when playing a wizard who has 4 HP. In fact, I've died to the very first encounter right outside the front door. Because I have 4 HP. Impossible, okay, there's no way. I roll to disbelieve. Yeah, 8-con wizard builds sound great, but they're not. Oh yeah, there's a take all button now, so that's nice. Die, giant ant. Six con wizard builds. Yeah, so back in Asheron's Call, there was a specific type of build called a Gimp build, which slowly became standard, but it was called a Gimp build for a reason. In D&D... Hey! That's two convenience features we've already run into. I actually dinged Fallout 1 for this, so you can actually see your weight and inventory in the inventory thing rather than having to bounce back and forth between inventory and character to do it. And we have a loot all button. So yeah, in D&D equivalent, doing a Gimp build would be, imagine starting a game with 20 strength and 1 constitution. And you're probably thinking, how is that even possible? Well, because of the way AC was built, what that would mean is you would be a super glass cannon. Because you would be able to wreck things face, but only if you had the buffs necessary to survive. And that was the critical variance. Was having buffs changed the gameplay enough so that you could survive while having 5 HP. Gimp, as in gimped, as in made worse. Crippled, to use the common terminology. I don't know when Gimp became an analogy for crippled. No, it's very similar to the 55 monk from Guild Wars 1. I'm surprised anybody knows about that. Looks like the front wall problem is still here, but we'll debate how much we ding that based on how bad it is, as usual. What's this? Healing powder. Yes, please grab. Thank you. I should probably just start hitting. I have no idea where I'm going. What are you talking about, Black Mulligan? I mean, I kind of know where I'm going, but... You say I can loot. I'm sure I can. I do not feel there's some looting going on here. Oh, the pot, okay. It's the same healing powder. It's a little old. It's a little out of date. What is the purpose of this stupid temple? No. We've got to judge the tutorial. This is the intro. We got to judge the intro. Although I do need to jot down some notes. Okay, so we've got interface, inventory, facing wall problem, visual distinction, and most of those are already not as bad as Fallout 1. We're probably going to jot down voice acting, positive territory. I agree, Black Malkin. Let's do this. What, Van Falkenstein? I'm punching. I'm actually failing at punching. So let's see, this came out in 98. October, I want to say. Wait, really, Black Malkin? That's kind of impressive in its own weird way. Definitely feeling that speed increase, ironically. Let's see. Yeah, I'm curious how this game is going to review, considering it was so much more rushed than, Fallout 1 was. I was just about to say, this looks a lot like a bathroom stall area to me. I have no idea what the purpose of this place was. I guess we'll find out at some point. Oh, I should probably mention, while I have at least a passing familiarity with Fallout 1, I know much less about Fallout 2. Like, I could talk a lot about the you-know-whats and their leader. And, some drug stuff, which causes a plot hole in Fallout 3, I want to say. Is it Jet? Brahmin Dung, I want to say, something like that. Okay, that is Jet. Not bad. We can talk about Shady Rest, or whatever the name of the town was. Shady Sands, that was it. Ironic that there's not much to go on for a certain Horrigan, which is a darn shame, but whatever. A spear! Cool. I mean, sure, why not? It is funny that this game was so rushed, considering it's much larger and has better quality of life features, like, already. That's just confusing. That's true, they did have the original engine and some of the assets and a lot more money. And support. I talk about support. It's one of the more underappreciated requirements for good game development. A studio that has proper support is going to be able to do so much more than one that doesn't. Oops. I thought I had it on, Jocko. Obviously not. Where is this mythical toggle? Tell me your secret, sir. Yeah, exactly, Blade Tribal. You may have a budget, but if you request such and such as time, or try to connect with someone outside the company for a consulting thing or whatever, and you don't have the support of the company, then you don't get access to that, regardless of what your budget is. It doesn't happen often, but every now and again, there's a game that actually has a fairly decent-sized budget, and it doesn't have support. So, as a direct consequence, they couldn't really use that budget well, and the development suffers from it. I don't know, Edward Bador. I'm pretty sure nobody's gonna watch anything I ever talk about with regards to RPGs ever again. And honestly, I mean, that's okay. I mean, are there even any other RPGs to cover at this point? Alright, what do we got? A healing powder. So someone who's more familiar with this game, help me out here. The menu feels a little bit more responsive, and I don't know if that's the mod I unintentionally have, or if it's just a little bit smoother. The mod makes it streamable. The mod was mandatory to make it streamable. I don't even remember the name of the mod. I installed it literally years ago. Plastic explosives. Sweet. Could always use some of those. S-Fall, that's it. Thank you, Von Falkenstein. The Sacred Urn of Plastic Explosives. I guess I'll just punch. Oh, the punch. This is a long dungeon. I mean, I know I'm kind of trying to hit every nook and corner, but geez Louise. Then again, you want to see a long intro dungeon? Play Baldur's Gate 2. Good God. That thing is huge. I remember the first time I ever got through that dungeon. And I phrase it that way on purpose because it was not the first time I played that game. Yeah, the first time I ever played Baldur's Gate 2, I failed at getting through that dungeon. Not because I died or anything, just because I was like, oh my god, I'm still in the intro. And I honestly lost interest. What do we got? Sweet, sweet booze. I mean, antidote. But do I think ARPGs have a longer history than CRPGs? ARPGs weren't invented until, like... hang on. Hang on. Unless we count Ys, which I don't. That's actually a valid point, though. Alright, hang on. If we're counting Ys, then Ys have existed since 87. So, by definition, that would then be a yes. But I think even the first ARPG, by my definition, still actually predates it. Yep, there it is, 1991. Final Fantasy Adventure, otherwise known as Seiken Densetsu. The first of the Mana series. That's the first real ARPG, IMO. I wouldn't count Zelda 2, personally. No, don't. Then again, I don't consider the Zeldas RPGs in general. So, by definition, yes. Either way, no matter how we slice it, we're either starting with Ys, which is 87, or we're starting with Sword of Mana, which starts in 91. The Diablo games are a variant of ARPG, but they're definitely ARPGs. What do I think on the matter? Do I think they have a longer history? Define longer. I know, I'm getting finicky, but I like to be as accurate as I can. Which is ironic when you think about it. Actually, yeah, what are you supposed to do if you fail at dropping the bomb? Restart. Okay, so you mean longer as in literal amount of time, not in density of time. That's what I was wondering. In that case, yeah, no. ARPGs have been around since before CRPGs have been. There you go. Boom. JRPGs are an interesting one, because JRPGs have been around longer than either. But JRPGs are weird in that they weren't really defined until substantially longer into their existence. Well, yeah, like, bad example, and I know you hate it when I use analogies, Evo, but it's the way my brain works. What do you want from me? The elves have longer history, but the humans have more dense history in a lot of settings. You know, the elves have been around for 10,000 years, but what happened in that 10,000 years? Nothing. Humans have been around for like 400 years. What's happened in that period of time? Tons of stuff. And yeah, the Dungeon Crawler RPG goes back to the 70s. That's pretty much as far back as we go for that. We actually talked about this while going through something recently. I forget what. Because I think it might have been Lufia, actually. Because if you want to really, 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 really go back in video game design, you could really start splitting hairs with regards to what counts as what. What I mean by that is, and it's one of the reasons I try not to get too caught up in these discussions. Yeah, like, exactly. What's the first RPG? The further we can go back so far back for that we have to just start defining things. Like, how bare bones can we get? And we can get very bare bones. But we were talking about, I think it was like 77, I want to say, is when arguably the first RPG showed up, and it was literally just people being able... It was just a text interface. And yeah, Ultima and Wizardry are usually considered the early... yeah, speaking of which, I should say, are the earliest RPGs. But like I said, there's stuff that predates even those. I was trying to... What brought that up recently? Because I actually was talking about Aklabeth specifically, and how we're not actually 100% sure when it came out, because history is funny. Alright, so let's go ahead and get a save in. Heal up. Get absolutely nothing. Save again. Oh yeah, I guess fine. I'll cure myself of poison. Ugh. Sigh. I must defeat you in unarmed combat. Hang on. Let me ask you a few questions first. Why do we have to fight? The path of the chosen one is dumb. I disagree with you. I think a peaceful solution to any problem is possible. After all, it's actually possible to do a 100% pacifist playthrough of this game and not kill anything. There is one entity that has to die in your presence, but you can actually not kill him at all. Look, I don't know all your strengths and weaknesses. You don't know mine. Accidents happen. What if one of us inadvertently kills the other? Let's just end this now rather than take that chance. I see your point. I wouldn't want to be responsible for killing you when all you was meant to was the blah, blah, blah. I wouldn't want to be responsible for killing you when all I meant to do was test your mettle. Very well. You may pass. Thanks. The great and sacred. Probably smells terrible. It's actually really easy, believe it or not, Evo. All you have to do is run to the docks, talk to a couple of people with the right stats, shuffle off to the oil rig, talk your way through there. You need a couple items to do that. Talk to the last boss, leave after talking to him in a couple of specific ways. Then you could go ahead and sit back and watch other people kill the final boss for you, and then you win. There's actually a lot more to it than that. It requires some specific items and specific stats to be able to accomplish all that. But it does involve not killing anybody. Oh yeah, speaking of which, let me put on... Never mind. Where am I? Oh, I'm over here. Ding! Don't know what to raise. Alright, so. I don't believe so, no, you don't. Yeah, probably dropped me here for a reason.
Congratulations, Chosen One. You have survived the Temple of Trials. Are you ready for your quest?
Sure.
Then take this flask. It is from the Holy Vault 13. Vic, a trader in Klamath, brought it to us. He may know where the vault is. You may also need some of what they call money. Here.
What the heck is money?
What do you need?
Tell me about the Geck.
It is a holy artifact. The Garden of Eden creation kit. The discs promise it will make our lands green and our village prosperous. It will save us. More, I do not know.
Okay.
Find Vic in Klamath.
Cool. I can do that. Alright. Well, what's going on with the well here? You see... Well. Oh yeah, we got this. Oh my god, we did. That was easy. Well, well, well. Oh yeah, the review's the log, or the text log. It only goes for current text, but I actually did use it a couple times in Fallout 1, because I was curious what it was. Review is a weird button name for that, but, you know, whatever. Let's see, what can you tell me of the traders? Oh, okay, Minoc is the trader, alright. Yep, okay, cool. I saved the Sith. I did not leave them in darkness. Wait. That's what I was supposed to do, right? Thank. It really would flag it. If I could just put a button and be like, ah, there we go. Now we can just chill. Chill time engaged.
Greetings, Chosen. Why does the earth before me warm to the touch of your passing?
Are you okay? Do you need help? You're doing way too many chems, is one of the dialogue options. I'm heading out. I was hoping just once you talk like a real person.
Please reveal to clouded eyes the purpose of your passage.
I suppose that's a no. Peace!
The earth sings with the news of a champion upon the land. Perhaps before you go, you would bestow a kindness?
Oh, I forgot to do the thing, Django, because we took too long in Mariposa. Hold up. Hit the stream breaks for realsies. So, if you have really low intelligence in Fallout 1, you get a couple of unique dialogues, for example.
Bloody fine job making it through the defenses, mate. I'm rather impressed. Toss me your name.
The...
Well, na. How did a total moron such as yourself get past my defenses? Sorry, no idiot savants allowed. We like good conversation here. Jasmine, show our drooling friend the door, please.
Spare change, old friend, old pal? Can you help a poor mutant down on his luck? You're worse off than I am, friend. Luck to you. Have you found the chip?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Can I have the chip, please?
Yeah.
No, not that. I want the computer chip.
Yeah.
No, the chip.
Yeah.
Just give me the chip.
Yeah.
Thank you. Now, go to the library and rest for a while, okay?
Yeah.
Yes, you can touch things.
Yeah.
I just wanted to let you know that the water supply is stabilized. Actually, we're rebuilding our reserves. You did great. I am a little concerned, however.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. It's like this. There is a bad place where the bad mutants come from. It is bad. Vault is good. Please, go destroy bad place.
This is why this was a plus back in Fallout 1, by the way.
So what shall it be? Do you join the Unity, or do you die here?
Join.
Die!
Join.
Die!
Yeah.
I doubt even the FEV will
Help.
you. Why am I talking? It's unlikely you even understand.
Yeah.
Hi. I heard there was a traveler in town, but I was kind of skeptical until I saw you. My name's Tandy. What's yours?
Yeah?
Oh, it's you again. Are you gonna get me out?
Yeah.
Hello? Anybody home? Could you get me out of here? Could you get me out of here? Hi. I was afraid that you were gone and I wasn't gonna get a chance to thank you for rescuing me. Oh, that was great! Action, adventure! Anyway, if there's anything that I can do for you, you just ask.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks. Later.
There'd better be a killer reason for standing in my shadow. Does next on the menu ring a bell for you?
Yeah.
Normie.
Nuh-uh.
Well, I see some potential here. I have playmates for you, my sparkling Normie. Punish the mutants at the watershed for me. Yeah, can do, yes?
Uh-huh.
Excellent. Teach those mutants the last lesson, then amble back. If I say to my ghouls to hold off you, the muties might hear and know. So I tell you what, it's favor time. I keep shut. Got it?
Okay.
Get your butt in here and sit down. We got some business to discuss.
Bleh.
Get out of here, you idiot.
One of my personal favorites. And last one.
Can I help you?
Nah.
You want to buy something, friend?
Uh-huh. Oh no, Gizmo attack. And then we beat him. And we continue to beat him. This takes too long for some reason. There we go. Okay, we beat him. We did it.
Listen, thanks for saving my life. It's a mighty brave thing to do. Now, it looks like we've got ourselves a situation here. I know Gizmo's behind this, but I need proof. You interested in helping?
Uh-huh. Oh, hang on. I didn't even notice this one.
Greetings. What may I help you with this fine day?
Uh-uh.
Yes, yes. Have a good stay. Thank goodness you came. I am in desperate need of assistance. My daughter Tandy is missing. I do not know what to do.
Nah.
If you can understand me, please try to find my daughter. I will be forever in your debt for your courage and bravery, Wanderer. Here is your reward.
I'm sorry I don't deal with the intellectually challenged. Is our response to that. I'm in my element, Denosians. Get out of here, you moron! No.
Hello, and welcome to the Brotherhood of Steel. May I ask your business here? Oh, okay. Whatever.
Hey, you not look like Ghoul. How come?
Huh? Huh?
What?
Whoa? And he just lets us go.
Why do you disturb an elder of the cathedral?
Mom?
How dare you speak to me in that manner? You will be punished for your insolence. Guards!
At least she drop kicks me. Old system, DJT. Persona 5 was before the Oblivion line.
Hello, youngster. Cabot said you wanted to talk. Look, I'm pretty stacked up right now, so I'll help you out as long as you don't start flapping your gums too much. You know, outsiders are like that, always jawing. Kinda like me, huh?
Duh?
What the hell do you want now?
Duh.
Hello, my brother. May I be of service this glorious day?
Mom? No audio playing for some reason.
Well, hello again. Are you just walking, or may I help?
Mom?
No, we already talked about this. You'll have to go somewhere else, my friend.
I don't remember inviting anyone to my room, and yet I have a visitor. Why?
Mom?
No. I'm Father Death.
Oh god. Oh god, he's shooting me. He's shooting me.
Greetings. Hey. We're very glad you could join us. We hope you have found our humble abode to your satisfaction.
No.
Say so. Now, run along, because we have work to do. Please, we're busy. Don't you have things to do?
Nuh-uh.
May I help you?
Duh?
You are either stupid or making fun of me. Either way, I will not waste my time.
Duh.
What can I help you with?
Duh? And that's it. And yeah, that's why it was only one positive, because in Fallout 1, that's kind of it. It mostly just locks you out of dialogue options. Whoop! Hey, look what's back! The greatest of all the things. So, what do you need from me, Dwight Schultz?
The plants of dark soul have infested my garden again. Many seasons have touched my bones, and I am too frail for the fight which is eternal in nature. I ask that you be my champion.
I'm sorry, did you just ask me to weed your garden?
May the gods bless your efforts, Chosen. May your aura grace my presence when the earth breathes clean again.
I take it you want to see me again when I'm done. You could have just said so, you know. Go weed the dude's garden. Funny you say that, Evo. I don't remember specifics, but in the speedrun for Fallout 2, you actually have to be smart and dumb to accomplish all of the things, because some options are available when you're very low int, and some options are available when you're very high int. And you might think, how do you do that? Drugs! Seriously, drugs. Drugs can do everything. They can even make Dragon Age Origins a CRPG. These are very resilient plants. What's funny is I've never used drugs on essentially any playthrough of any of these games. Unless I'm speedrunning, at which point the sudden stat changes are just too useful. That's true in a lot of RPG speedruns I've done over the years. Consumables just get a lot more useful when you don't have the time to level or get the right equipment or whatever. Sure, you could go get the cloak that gives you +3 int, or you can guzzle some pills. This is, wow, I'm just getting my ass handed to me by a plant. Oh, sorry, I actually have a prop here. There we go. There's seriously a drug that increases luck in tactics? That is hysterical. Okay, I do not have a gun. Damn, okay. Luck and crit chance. Well, yeah. I was looking for, like, a vendor, because I don't remember them being in one town, but as I've mentioned before, my memories of Fallout 2 are more indistinct. Well, whatever. Alright, so I'm gonna take a nap. Wake me up when I'm done. Look, I'm a gun person. I'm not a garden person, okay? The codifier of what makes a Fallout game? This one. This codified Fallout as a franchise. And then 3 did it, I like 3, don't mistake me, but what 3 did is very debatable and is actually a source of contention to this very day. Absolutely not, to sale. Did you know that if you go to the website and click on the upcoming page or the queue page, or type !next into chat, you too can know not only the upcoming games, but what order we're playing them in. Rumors do seem to indicate that there is a website that I own. This is ridiculous. We have missed each other for 3 solid rounds until I hit just now in the middle of that sentence. This is pod racing right here.
Your life ends in the wasteland.
"5 feet outside my front door." Damn. We did it! We did it! Game over. Alright, so, a bit shorter than I was expecting, but, you know. The Chosen One. Not the Vault Dweller. That's the first game. Oh my god. I've always been amused by some of the names, because, yeah, okay, the Vault Dweller, sure. The Chosen One always kind of weirded me out a little bit. Like, I get why they call it that, but the Chosen One title always never really worked for me. Then, of course, we have 101 boy and or girl. The Courier works. I like Courier. I forget what we're called in 4. Does anyone remember? That's right, the Soul Survivor. What's a good way to make a child in a video game scary or unsettling? The math supports the idea of adding something that doesn't fit. Having a child speak in a demonic voice is one of the most common massively overdone methods, but it works for a reason. Because what you've done is you've created something unsettling by virtue of it being unusual. No, it doesn't fit. That's the point. So, just add something to the child that doesn't fit in terms of mentality, voice, direction, movement, what they say, how they say it. And no, I tend to not like Chosen One stories, Evo, although that's its own thing. You were born into greatness. You are the Chosen One. Yeah, that's cool. I'd have to really think about it to come up with a Chosen One story I actually liked. I'm sure there are some, I can't think of it. Hey! We did it! We are truly chosen! We have rid the garden of all plants of dark soul, is what it says right there. Ugh. No, this isn't a Chosen One trope. This is not a Chosen One story. It's part of the reason why I'm weirded out that we're the Chosen One, because it actually isn't a Chosen One story.
Ah, you return the spirit of the dweller to the world and bring a smile to the soul of an old man in passing. For this, I give you powders of healing. Remember, they fog the mind as they cleanse the body. And also will I mix the brock flower with the zander root together whenever you bring both to me. May your pathways be true and your heart follow suit.
I'm almost sorry to go. I can just about understand you now.
Greetings, Chosen. Why does the earth before me warm to the touch of your passing? A blessing on you, for you are truly a child of nature. Would you please use your special talents and rid my garden of the plants of dark soul?
Uh-huh.
May your aura grace my presence when you are... Oh, come to my door when you're done, and I'll give you something good. Ah, you return the spirit of the dweller to the world and bring a smile to the soul of an old man in passing. For this, I give you powders of healing. Remember, they fog the mind as they cleanse the body.
Texting Gary right now. Let's do it. Here we go. Text. Dear Gary, A5 beef. Sincerely, kill me. Can you tell me more about the traders? They are nothing to us. They scavenge the dying corpse of the waste to live. Isn't that what we do? Hakkinen has the... Okay, well, that was helpful. This place is called Eden? Really? I do like that the money is over here, by the way. Can you see the mouse? Okay, you can. Money... I just thought of another negative for Fallout 1. It's even one I meant to give. Well, then I gotta burn this place to the ground, right, too. Yay, I've gained 1 perception. Woo-hoo. Nice. Alright, so there's a town. There are 12 identical or near identical NPCs. You can talk to one of them to get or advance a quest. Which one do you talk to? In more modern games, there's this brand new invention we've invented. It's called having their name visible either over their head or something, instead of having to do this to see a text prompt to see which one is the one. That's why it's only 1 negative Black Malkin. I've seen worse games about that, but that's, yeah. So I'll jot down a note to give that another negative later. Fallout 1. NPC labeling negative. Sure, Django. This is such a longer game, I'm kind of okay with walkthroughing a bit more in this one. I wanted to do 1 pretty blind, but that's because I knew that if I screwed up, it wouldn't really cost me that much time, and it did. In 2... yeah, we could lose hours upon hours going down the wrong route, so by all means... We are the cheesin' one. Okay, no joke, I'd play that. I don't even remember how you do it off the top of my head on Falkenstein. Oh, never mind. Yes, I would. I'm still debating your Dragon Age Origins question, by the way, Eva. I'm not ignoring you. I just... So you remember how we were talking about how the old RPGs really started off as, you know, dungeon crawlers, which then kind of evolved a little bit in different directions. Well, the first thing I'd do is I'd be like, all right, everyone. Okay. It's the post-apocalypse. Okay, everything's gone and destroyed. So, I'm going to use the knife first. I'm going to demonstrate how to commit suicide. You want to aim right here, okay? And you want to kind of go up at an angle because you want to get into here, under the jaw. Make sure you get the tongue so all the blood goes down in. So even if you don't die from the blood loss and the shock, you will die from suffocating, from drowning in your own blood. So, everyone, watch me very carefully. Okay. And then I kill myself in front of them. And what they do is up to them. Okay, so hold up. Looks like the pathfinding's a bit better. And by a bit, I mean noticeably better. Look at that. There's still a range limit, but it's not as bad. Loot my corpse. There's nothing on me. Okay, so... Sneak, I think? I don't know. Steal. Alright, so here we go. I'm gonna give them... that. Nope! Oh god, I've been caught! I was caught! I mean, in all honesty, if you want to survive in the post-apocalypse, that's up to you. Me? I don't want to survive now. The hell do you... Why would I want to survive it? No! Okay, I don't think I'm getting X. We're just going to keep doing this here. See what happens. Okay, do I get... Hang on, so 1835. Oh, I do like playing Fallout 3 and New Vegas and even 4. I haven't really played 76. I do actually own 76, and I have fired it up, but we haven't started playing it yet. I ain't playing that stuff solo. That ain't happening. So I didn't get any experience out of that. Probably because I got caught. Let's test something. Still no experience. So, that's interesting. So, 10. Three. Damn it. Ah! My sneak is, or steal. No, steal's correct. It's a little low right now. Okay, hold on. We've already saved. Let's commit to this a little bit. Let's raise our sneak. That's the wrong thing. I don't want to raise that. Actually, you already asked a tier 4 question about that, Evo, which I haven't answered yet. Where's steal? There's steal. Oh, let's call this an investment. These? Okay, what's the other one? Where's my antidote? There it is. Okay. Ah! That's 60. 2 is 30. Three is 60. Damn. You become such a good thief. You ever try to steal from a gecko and not get caught? So if I was tier 4 in Fallout, what would I do? I mean, the first and most obvious thing is to try and, you know, introduce technologies to clean up society from a infrastructure level, right? You know, like, if only there was some kind of, I don't know, institute that had massively advanced technology that could be used for the betterment of mankind. That's the kind of thing I'm leaning towards. Something like that. One of the biggest reasons that pissed me off in Fallout 4 is the reason I went with the Institute was because it was such a duh option. Of course I went with the Institute. I was being offered a position of power and prominence within the Institute. To lead the Institute, not just join them. But all the dialogue options in the game treat it like you're like, oh yeah, no. Synths aren't people, and people aren't people, and screw the wastelands, and I'm evil. And it's like, but we could help people. We could actually help you. Oh god, I'm in combat. Why am I in combat? Oh god, why? Why? What did I do? What did I do? Why do you hate me, geckos? You say that, Star Wars, but yeah, honestly, I kind of disagree with that. I will not buy your car insurance. Wow, that's getting weird how that's happening there. Look at that. Oh, God. Every turn it's doing that. Jesus. I hope that's not a continuing problem. Anyways. But yeah, no, that's the summary. Get from some infrastructure, get some tech. Try to get something that isn't, you know, this crap. That's a good question. I don't know. That woman is doing a wonderful job of defending that hut. Hey, lady. This is a fascinating conversation, Star Wars, really. But yeah, like, you're obviously you hear infrastructure, and I bet you're probably thinking things like factories and whatnot. And factories are cool, but you know what would be really nice? How about some medical tech? How about basic level care for things like the flu or fever? How about the ability to properly take care of and clean water so you have clean, potable water sources? And how about sewage? which also deals with water, of course, but a way to try and get all that human waste away from humans, which was a major problem for human society for basically most of the existence of cities until more recently. Yeah, it'd be nice for people to not fall dead every time they get a cut. Or to be life-threatening every time they deliver a child, you know, give birth. I could go down the list, but you get my point. That's why I say tech. Medical tech, infrastructure tech, resources tech, transportation tech, communication tech. Hang on, I need to find a tomato to throw at Savicom really quick here. Thank you, Savicom. I'm not sure if I'm going to accept that. But I think I know what I am going to accept. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Yes, yes. No, there's definitely kids, although we might be having some of the British thing going on. I'm not sure. Is it the Steam version? Like I said. Well, whatever. Time to leave town, because we're done here. Forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. Oh, there's more town here. Damn it, why is there so much town? Ugh. Town in my town. Ugh. No, I do not, Savicom. Why is your spear different? Where'd I get this flint? Your aunt has been hoarding it. Okay, well, I'll go talk to my aunt. Minox said what? That you might have some flint? I do. You want some, that it? Well, yeah. Well, I want 3 doses of healing powder. Bad times are coming. I want to be ready. I have 3 right here. Can we murder her for her flint? Real question. Yeah. Thank you for the spear. Sharpened spear. Well, it's probably better than nothing for the moment. Yeah, no kidding, Evo. Yeah, the Brotherhood... So, I might be ousting myself a little bit here, but one of the quotes I think that defines the Brotherhood the best, and I'm going to mangle it because I don't remember the exact wording, is anybody knows how to make another human, but not many people know how to make another Gatling laser gun. So obviously people and lives don't matter to them, but tech does. And that's kind of the Brotherhood as from 2 and onwards, in a nutshell. So, interesting little point of note here. We talked about overworld flow in Fallout 1. In Fallout 2, we start in the upper left corner. So, by definition, we don't actually have that many directions to go. We can go to Klamath, or we can roam. That's kind of it. Why are there loading times? This is weird. There shouldn't be loading times in this game. Alright. There's a kid. I'm Alda, town greeter. And he's also a drunk. Or she? I don't know. I am the chosen. The chosen one, oh mighty walker, you must be very important and powerful among your people. Surely one of your great stature would be happy to follow the custom of tipping the town greeter. Enjoy the Z's, Geludo. Okay. I mean, I do like the final option. The chosen one has little use for money. I have none to give you. By the way, I have $152 on me. No, yeah, exactly, Raven King. The Brotherhood is pretty much destined to fall behind. They don't have the numbers, the manpower, or the manufacturing to really maintain. But no, we're not going to be evil. We're not doing the evil playthrough. We already talked about this. You should give me a tip so I won't take the time to rid Klamath of your filthy hide! Here. Stay away from the booze for a while. Thanks for nothing. Hope you don't stay in town for long. But okay, whatever. We're not being evil, but apparently we're being a dick. I didn't actually do that on purpose. Well, whatever. Yeah, I was trying to give him $5 and then tell him to stay away from the booze, and he's like, piss off, I'm evil. Well, okay. Oh, none of these are people. That's actually a good question, Plutonia. I don't know. Where's my karma? We are at 15 karma. Oh yeah, we have reputation now. I don't particularly think it's a dick thing to tell someone who is actively a drunk that they probably need to lay off the booze. That's just true. Well, Fallout 1's a little more zany than Fallout. Fallout 2 is more zany than Fallout 1. But I do think Fallout 1 and 2 are more depressing, more bleak, I think is actually the word I want to use, than Fallout 3 or 4. Arden Buckner. I didn't see someone... No, tell me about him. He said you have to go on a quest. He called it a quest. He said he thought he knew where all the golden geckos came from. He wanted to find out for sure. Okay. Sure, I'll help him for you. By the way, option 3 is... Oh, that's too bad, Mrs. Buckner. Maybe he just ran out on you. I think I know why he would, too. Bye! While she's worried that her husband might be dead. Yeah, no, like I said, when I said you can be evil in Fallout 2, I didn't mean like cartoonish evil. I didn't mean like silly evil. I meant you can be evil in Fallout 2. Hang on, I have been advised by my delayed advice giver not to go to the place I just went to. Yeah, you can be racist, you can be sexist, you can sell your lover into sexual slavery, you can murder children. Like, it's pretty bad. Okay, so she says, you can have a bath or an attended bath. I'm like, what's an attended bath? She's like, well, that's a special bath. It varies in cost by the amount of time the gal spends with you and any special services you take advantage of. So, option 1 is, you mean I get to be with a real live girl? Sign me up! Option 3 is, I think the appearance of the attendant better figure into the cost, too. Option 2 is, I'm out. Peace. You know. Dry meat is an incredible blend of 11 herbs and spices. It's finger-licking good. By the way, I hope you like references, because Fallout 2 really likes references. A lot. We've actually already encountered, to my knowledge, 3. Animals love the smell of the meat, too. They'll chase you from all over to get some. Must be the rotting smell. Incredible. It sounds like you actually eat your own dry meat. What I mean to say is, who wouldn't? Yum, yum. Yeah, let's barter. Hang on, what's with the Brahmin out back? They don't seem to have the same brand on them. What do you mean? They're all ours. What I mean is that some of them look as though they have a different brand that someone clumsily branded over. You better push off, or my brother and I are going to pound you to little head in a jam. So we can apologize. We can apologize. We can blackmail, or we can taunt them. Oh, I totally can't take him. But I'm curious of something. Ah, they didn't decide to fight me. So these are cattle thieves. Interesting. Fortunately, it looks like I can't do anything about that. Oh yeah, I can do that glitch at will. Watch this. Doop, doop. See? I can just make this glitch happen. I can even refresh it. Pretty easy. Anyways, let's see here. I come to trade. Wait. You've got special sources. Okay, what do we got for trade? We've got a pipe rifle. Meat jerky, stim pack, throwing knife. Leather jacket. It's bullets. Yeah, we got to draw. Here. Okay, so there we go. I don't know. And then do a little lollipop. It's on a stand thing. It's got like a bow here. It's got a bow here. And then like, it's actually a candy cane, see? And you're like, but then the dark times come and now it's a star. Now it's the Imperial symbol. Anyways, I'm gonna try to figure out what I'm doing here. Okay, so do I want this stupid rifle? Or can I get better later? Like, we're in full walkthrough mode, so can I? Because that's the only thing that looks even remotely worthwhile here. Okay, so let's get out of here. Okay, am I out? Let's see. So, you want to hear something pathetic and terrible? I actually have pretty distinct memories of the first time I played this game. Got to this town. Couldn't figure out where the quest NPCs were. Couldn't really figure out what to do for the main quest. Saw a couple of side quests. Left town. Had 2 random encounters, both of which were joke encounters, including the bridge one from Monty Python, if you know the one. And then put the game down. And, oh yeah, I also died to golden geckos. And then put the game down and didn't play it again until I had to play it for the show, like 4 years ago or whatever that was. So unlike Fallout 1, not counting speedruns, I've only beaten this game once. So this will be defeat number 2. And this game is definitely getting the unfamiliar tag. No, I wasn't streaming back then, Lord Firestorm. Or, to be slightly more accurate about that sentence, we didn't stream all the games we did videos on back then. No, Flygant, we did not. How much do I know about this game? I have a smattering of knowledge about this game. That's about what I got. Gameplay-wise, I know almost nothing. Story-wise, I could probably do a video about it right now from memory. Beer, booze, and Nuka-Cola. Oh, we have a gun now. And a stim pack, yeah. I already, yeah, I did, okay. Okay, so we've got the Gecko quest, which we're not doing. The brothel, which can go to hell. Pun not intended. Down here. I don't know who Tor is, but we could talk to them. Meet Tor. Hey, Tor, anything interesting happening on here lately? Bugmen take moo-moos at night. Yeah, I'll help you guard the Brahmin. You help Tor, moo-moo's field. Now, yes? Yeah. We have a much higher chance to hit with this. Good God. What is our small guns right now? 51%? That's not even that high. It's just higher than our melee and our unarmed. Whatever. I'll take it. You know, in some games, shooting at something in melee range would make a lower chance to hit, not a higher. Are we done here? Uh-oh. It's the twins who are coming to steal our moo-moos. Oh, we're already in combat with them, aren't we? Alright, die! I'm out of ammo. What? So, in that case, if every shot's gonna require a reload, to the groin! Dude, you got my respect, honest. You're also about to murder me. Because Tor's over there just watching me die. Let's do that. Back to the groin. Really? You need to shoot people squaw on the nuts. It's a rule. Oh, there's that again. Does anybody know how to fix that bug? Because that's going to get really bad at a certain point. So, watch what happens at the end of turn. Oh, it didn't happen this time. It was happening during the gecko encounter earlier. Each turn that happened, each full round, added like this weird delay where the whole game froze. At first it was just for a few frames, then it was like for a second, then like a second and a half, and then like 2 seconds, and it was just getting worse. Every full round. God damn it, Django. Tor? Tor! No, I know it's freezing because it does that thing where the mouse stops being an in-game cursor and starts being a Windows cursor, and the whole game goes gray for like a few seconds because it's not responding. God damn it, Zed Slayer. Tor, I'm about to shoot you. I just want you to know that. Tor like Walker. Tor think. Bugman bad. Don't let Bugman eat moo-moos. I hope we can put a stop to these things attacking your moo-moos. I mean your Brahmin. I don't think anything would attack us with both. I don't think anything would attack with both of us here. Klamath, we're up to accepted. So that's cool. Yep, we put a stop to those things. Are we done? I feel so confused here. Ah, you're there. Tor, are you gonna help me with this time, or are you just gonna be a dick? Of course. But, oh, fine. It's time to save the moo-moos. Anybody who attacks these moo-moos, they're gonna regret it. Fine. I don't know why I'm using those, but whatever, I suppose. Like, nope. Tor, you are worthless. Which, actually, that statement's pretty accurate, so, yeah. You know, I think I've already done more combat than the entire first game. Just punching all the stuff in the temple, and then punching all the stuff here, and shooting the rustlers to death. In the groin. Yet we have killed 2 people. I'd say that's more than we killed last time, but one of the first things we did in the last game was we immediately went to the raider camp to save the hostages. Like, it was, I think, literally the 3rd place we went to was start there and then go after the raiders. We got rad scorpion limbs. Oh, that's gross. Why did I loot these? What is this, FF14? Rad scorpion limbs are food? You know what, I know what I say to that. Down you go. What? The rustlers are dead. What's the issue here? I finished the quest. Rustler's dead. Bug's dead. Moo Moo safe. Tor says thank you. Okay, so we're done here? Okay. Alright. Hang on. We have completed the quest. I don't know about you, after that, I could definitely use a bath where there's a woman involved. Well, let's rob the people we just murdered. Take all that. Well, we murdered 2 cattle rustlers and their stupid, ugly faces. They were extremely not innocent. They were literally cattle rustlers. Alright, whatever. What do we got? Well, that's right, we can bash stuff in this one now. Alright, this music is making my brain drill out of my ears, so... okay, When it comes to pleasing sexually, you wrote the book. Immediately gain 1 level. Additional hit points using first aid. +2 bonus to healing rate. Increase initiative. More skill points when reading books. That's the thing I was thinking about for last game. +3 perception. Awareness. General damage resistance. Ugh! Ow, excuse me. Bonus to stuff. As usual, Swift Learner's a trap. What do you recommend, Django? Because if I was going for this, I would probably do either Here and Now or Smooth Talker. But what do you recommend? Don't want enemy HP? Nah, not really. I mean, it's nice to have gameplay functionality, but I'm not going to burn a talent, a feat, a perk on that. Toughness, of all things? Okay. That's not something I would ever take. Done. And let's continue to raise small guns. I would like to shoot people. Accurately, I mean. I know the door is locked. Oh my god. Okay, okay. Well, we aren't scratching the door. Uh-oh. Did we aggro someone? Cool. Yes, skills are spent. Die, door. We're not scratching the door. Okay, oh, heck with that. We apparently are just not getting through this door. Die. Die, door. You don't belong in this world.
It was not by my hand that I once again prevented you from looting the other room. I was made this way by developers who paid me tribute.
Tribute? You steal players' experience and make them your slaves. Players ill need a savior such as you.
Perhaps the same could be said of all game design.
Alright, I'm gonna move on. So, how was this town? More criticals, got it. I will beeline for more criticals. Have a good night, Django. Yep, there's more to Klamath. I don't know what it is, or where it is, or how to access it. But we're done with this stupid town of stupid. God damn it. Okay, fine. I'll go see about green areas. What have we got down here? An empty, desolate wasteland filled with nothing. Except for geckos. No! Don't kill me, gecko. I'm too young to live. That's a golden gecko, by the way. In case you didn't catch that. Yeah, this is mostly just California, really. I've lived down here. Go out and about, get killed by geckos. That's just a Tuesday. Yeah, they know. Oh, they know. Alright, I already went in there. No, Black Malkin's gonna be like, you should unequip all your gear, never level, and do a super hard turbo death playthrough. And I'll be like, ah, God. And Black Malkin's just like, and now jump into the razor wire pit. Do note those are laced with lemon juice, so it's gonna sting a little bit as you're going through. And Black Malkin's just got a microphone set up to record the screams. Okay. There's the North Gecko quest again. Damn it, Black Balkan, I knew it! Alright, let's... In fairness, it wouldn't actually take that long to get caught back up to where we are if we just skip all the cutscenes. Let's see... Oh, what's with all the cars? Ugh. Okay. Tell me about the rats. They taste pretty good if you spit roast them with just a tint of herbs. Tint of herbs? Cool. At home, Mom used to pan fry them with a little butter. Gross. Well, now we have another quest to head north. Damn it, Django, go to bed. No, I don't want to trade hide for fire water. What the heck is fire water? Actually, no, I'm a tribal. I probably do know what fire water is. But I've decided at this moment in time, my character does not drink. We are a Puritan tribal. See you around, Zalok. Have a good evening. Oh my god, I hate this music. It's actually not bad music, but oh my god, it is so much more repetitive than it was in the first game. Or maybe I'm just listening to it more, one of the two. Well, you can grow veggies, and they recycle water a lot. And there are ways to actually pull in water from external sources and then purify them, hence the need for the water purifier in the first game. No, that's exactly what it is, Ekin. It's this one song repeating that's bothering me. It's not actually a bad song. So I had to correct myself. It's very indicative. Alright, so I guess that's my only route. Alright, we'll go ahead and go this route then. So let's save before we do this. I absolutely can Star Wars, but I don't want to do that because then Black Malkin would murder me. And I don't know if you knew this, but I don't actually like being murdered. It's kind of a pet peeve of mine. Is this the key? That's the key. There we go. Said I'd close the door behind me. Man of my word. Hey, dark day. It is a dark day indeed. I feel a little lost. Actually, I feel massively lost, but I'm trying to figure it out. I noticed that, Black Malkin. This is one of the reasons I think Black Malkin. I think that Black Malkin's going to score better than Fallout 1. I think Fallout 2 is going to score better than Fallout 1, if for no other reason than the fact that, while I do personally still consider several aspects of its gameplay bad, they're nowhere near as bad, right? That's the whole point of the gradient. So, 1 negative for inventory instead of 3. Stuff like that, right? And yeah, the ability... If you don't understand why it's so significant to have this stuff at the top of your inventory, then you didn't see me doing this all the time, trying to get to something I just picked up at the bottom, and it's an inventory sliver. Hello, Morganite. Hello, Dr. Winter. Spider-Man has revealed his identity to the world. was so amazing and so incredible, and then it was undone for no good reason. Nothing's on the HUD yet. Nothing will ever be on the HUD. Ever again. We're done with the HUD. Now, DJT is correct. The game is longer. That means more potential for good, but also more potential for bad. I don't think we're going to have a grind negative. I really don't. So, probably good on that front. But there might be some padding. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, right. You mentioned there was a guide. Let's pull that up. Yeah, I was talking to a friend of mine about this, and I kind of hinted at this earlier, because when you play a very, very well-honed, very well-crafted RPG, and then immediately shift to this, or more accurately, immediately shift to Fallout 1, it's just kind of a... That's probably at least part of why I didn't get into it back in the day. See you around, Django. And thank you for the guide. Hopefully we won't use it, but we'll see. If Hawk had been in the Conclave, would he have died? Yes. Unless, you know, the thing happened. In which case, joy forever. Let's, get out of combat. Key. In. Stab them free. Destroy the face. Oh. There we go. Good. We switched to punch mode. So, for example, it looks like it isn't really doing the facing wall problem all that much better yet, which is a damn shame, but whatever. It's okay. I can punch eventually. At least I'm fighting rats instead of geckos, you know. Or rad scorpions. Ugh. Do I play many horror games? No. Any reason for it? Well, there's actually two reasons for it. Reason number one is the games I play are entirely predicated by you all, which means if you're not seeing me play horror games, it's because people are not funding horror games. So the question then immediately turns right back around to you, Dark Day. Why don't I play horror games? Or rather, why don't you fund horror games? However, there is admittedly another reason. I don't like horror games. I never have, and I never will. Games with horrifying elements aren't really bothersome to me, and in fact, I tend to enjoy games with horrifying elements. I am, after all, a big fan of Metroid and of Assassin's Creed. However, a horror game, as anybody will tell you, is a rather different animal. Yeah, we kind of had a bit of a... I say we. I keep doing that. I had a bit of a wake-up call with Franbo. That was bad. That was really, really, really bad. Probably a Lataria, but it's actually really hard to read questions during Fallout, ironically, because of, and I don't mean to sound this like a complaint, how non-intuitive the controls are to me. So, I'm actually having trouble concentrating enough to answer questions unless they're being asked immediately. Like, in order to answer a question, I have to basically pause, go over here, and find the question queue and be like, alright, I've got a question. And then I could go back to the game, which is kind of its own problem. But let's go ahead and try to push through this. We do have a couple of pages of questions here. So let's see here. Would any of my echoes want to be a Fallout protagonist? It's funny you say that because Branix was my go-to for Fallout for some time. Although I just realized Evo wasn't here, so I should save that question. Oh no, horror is very popular. I'm not trying to throw any shade or say that you're wrong or dumb or stupid or terrible or awful. Because, you know, horror is extremely popular as a genre, both for movies, for shows, for games, for music, for everything. I don't know why, if I'm being completely honest with you, but it is very, very popular. So, and if you want to know what's wrong with Frambeau, I suggest Googling it. Or don't. Alright, so yeah, Branix would be a Fallout protagonist. How would they go about fixing the mess that is the Fallout world? Well, there's this thing called the Institute. In all honesty, if we assume that the I win button of the Institute, because let's be real, that's what it is, doesn't exist. Don't know. I suppose that is all predicated on the question, can the Fallout world be fixed? I believe I uploaded the Frambeau run, Ross. Pretty sure I did. There are a lot of rats up here. My god. I mean, there's a reason we shifted from having a set of rules for vetoing games to just me being able to say and executive veto it. We've run into that problem. After all, we streamed Frambeau. Anyways, how do we fix... So, I've said before, and I actually stand by this, that the Fallout setting got better after the bombs fell, not worse. I stand by that opinion firmly, I feel like adding. So, honestly, lots and lots of hard work and precision scalpel alterations. You know, get rid of the Legion, for example. Just wipe it out of existence. And probably try to make sure that certain groups of people have better access to knowledge, medical technology, you know, stuff like that, right? I'm trying not to just give the tech answer, because the tech exists within the setting, even if we ignore the Institute. As Plutonia points out, they have replicators. So... But if we try to avoid the tech solution, just kind of, yeah, follows the apocalypse on a larger scale and a little bit more organized is probably the answer there. Oh yeah, there's also, like, the synthetic life forms, or the fact that people can be made to effectively be immortal. God, this is a big area, isn't it? Alright. Hey, look! Radiation. Radioactive. Radioactive. Dog meat versus Horatio. Horatio, no question. I don't like dogs in general. Go ahead, kill me. But dog meat is not really all that great of a companion from a gameplay perspective. In fact, it's pretty easy for him to die, because you can't control him, you can't give him any upgrades, and he has no freaking health. Oh yeah, absolutely, Dr. Winter. Oh yeah, speaking of which, you notice the palette changes. We're already having better color distinction and visual distinction than the first game. That's nice. I know a lot of the things I'm talking about are removals of negatives, not introductions of positives, but damn it, what do you want from me? I'm gonna lie? I'm not a big liar. What do you want from me? Let's see, next question. So, we've actually already asked this, but I'm gonna ask it again, because I never gave my answer. That was a critical miss on my part. You can choose where the next Fallout game is set. Where do you go? I know some of you have already answered this because we mentioned this yesterday, too. I've had 2 answers in the back of my pocket on this one, because this comes up literally every time we stream Fallout. And my answers haven't really ever changed. Answer number 1 for me, China. I don't really care where, somewhere in China. I want to see the other side of things. Option number 2, Europe, the Commonwealth. We are told very little about what happened in Europe. And there's some implications there. But it's mostly off the map. So they can kind of do whatever they want to with it. Damn it. I'm a little low on health. I'm just being nibbled to death by cats. I keep a close eye on those rocks in case they move to attack me. But I will admit, as pathetic and terrible as it sounds, I just have no real interest in a Fallout set in the United States anymore. I think we've kind of covered that to conclusion at this point, across 5 games. Or, no, excuse me, 6 games. Like, cool, I'm with it. Can we see something else? That's all that really boils down to. You've got a big, fascinating world. The end. Alright, so, that's my answer to that. Let's see, next question. Do I... Actually, I answered that one. I answered that one. Hang on, I answered several of these questions. Okay, we've answered all of those. Delete, delete, delete. Oh, I never answered. So Evo asked why I'm not... Well, actually, what Evo asked is... looks like I have 10% damage resistance. What Evo asked is, when are you continuing the Lord Durv series? Which, of course, the answer is I'm never. Unless I take over the world. I'll do Lord Durvs if I take over the world. Probably wondering, why such a severe requirement? So, this leads naturally to the question of why did I discontinue the Lord Earth thing? There were 2 problems with it. The first is kind of an unsolvable. They took a weirdly large amount of time, and time is not something I have a huge amount of. Whatever that is, are my stats, apparently, Black Malkin. But the other side of that, the other problem, I got some weirdly toxic comments about the Lord Earth series. Like, I'm talking legitimately toxic, not you suck or, you know, casual backhanded, you know, insults like I get every day, including literally today. I'm talking people telling me some really horrible stuff that I'm not going to repeat out loud because that stuff will not be leaving my mouth. And that was a regular thing across the Lord Earth series. It's the second largest time in my life I've had to effectively ban a huge amount of people on my YouTube channel. Because I don't ban in general. Like, the only people I ban... Well, excuse me. The only things I tend to ban are bots, right? Last time I actually banned someone on my channel was years ago, and it was one of the Lord Earths. Yeah, over the cooking videos. I don't know. I got nothing. So, like, I like cooking. Cooking's fun. But I am not dealing with that. Hi, Permeus. Sorry. We have a decent first aid. Let's try to first aid ourselves a little bit. We failed. Yay. If you could figure out the answer to why those people were being that unpleasant, you feel free to tell me, because I never figured it out. I mean, you can watch the videos yourselves, Latario. Maybe you can figure it out. I don't know. And you're probably going to think, oh, it's because of the Warcraft stuff. Nope. It was all about the cooking. But yeah, I don't feel like dealing with that level of negativity in my life right now. I am a damn good cook. Thank you very much. And you know how I know that? Because I screw up my cooking constantly. Seriously though, when I actually managed to put out a good recipe... Food crimes. Oh god. I mean, I could make a candy corn pizza. I know how to do that right off the top of my head. I've never done it before, I've just... You know. Anyways. Let's see here. So that's the Lord Earth thing. Does Fallout 1 get a negative for gross? No. What would I do if I was inserted into the Fallout setting? I'd kill myself. I mentioned that Zaylanerm and Zethmias were different characters that got retconned. So, before the retcon, they were both me. So that's the most obvious retcon difference. The idea was... So, you know the backstory about writing me and my friends into the extant. So, you get where that's coming from. But, the other side of that... What? The other side of that was... The idea was me and several of my friends all died when we were transitioned over into the extant. It's like we didn't make it all the way because the physics and the nature and the magic of it was so fundamentally different that we didn't survive the transition. But we were able to endure, and that was what led to the original formation of the Echoes. They weren't actually called Echoes back then. But that's where that comes from, originally. So, Zaylanerm was my professional side. She does not... in many ways, she still retains that personality. Don't worry, Latario. I usually make a point of making sure this person's live before I answer. I'm just going down the list right now. You know, sometimes when I'm on the job, you don't see that mostly because I'm streaming. And the goal here is to just kind of be myself. But when I'm actually on the job, or when I'm working in the yard, or when I've got to deal with something, it's just... boom. And I don't know how else to explain that. I just kind of lock in. And that was Zaylaner. That's where that started from. Her appearance and abilities just kind of slowly developed. Yeah, Lore's been dead for years. I even knew this question was going to come, because I planned all this stuff out way in advance. A lot of her ability and kit comes from the game Guild Wars 1. Because my main in Guild Wars 1 is an assassin. Now, there's actually a lot of different builds for how you can make an assassin in Guild Wars 1, because that's true for every class in Guild Wars 1. Hello. Yeah, I don't know if I'm ready for that. Yeah, I don't know if we can fight that. Yeah, as I said, we could switch to guns, so hang on. So let's start down here, I think. Get a line going. Zethmias... So, okay, in the original mythos, none of which exists anymore. But the original idea was I was split into two parts. Merlinae and Matthias, right? And... I'm already aggroed. Oh god, I'm already aggroed. This rat needs to die! Die, rat! Run! Run! Oh god. Well, no, because the thing is, and I've actually talked this out with a lot of people when discussing the setting, Everyone, it seems to think when you think, you know, splitting someone up, it's like your good half and your evil half, or your one side or your other side. The way I liked to think of it, and the way I always mentally pictured it, was rather than it being this personality side of your personality, this side of your personality, it's more like you have a big old jigsaw, and just a few random pieces were lifted off and put over here. So both halves actually got a smorgasbord, a random smattering of personality traits from the original. So I can't tell you which was which in that case, because it doesn't work that way. Okay, did we de-aggro? Are we good? We're not at aggro right now. So let's go ahead and... We're out of healing powders. Okay, yeah, so let's just try the skill at this point. So that's 5. The reason that's relevant, though, is because Matthias was... I'm trying to think how to phrase this. He was self-sacrificing, too self-sacrificing. That was actually kind of a deliberate point, because in real life, I do have a bit of a problem with being too self-sacrificing, where I will gladly take upon myself the pain or hardship or the loss, when doing so is arguably not actually a good thing. Apparently, I have a cooldown on first dating. That's interesting. So Matthias willingly sacrificed himself, died, actually. And his death kind of led to the creation of Zethmias. But yeah, it's kind of a martyr thing, right? And not really like for grandiose delusions or ego or pride or whatever, just because other people were more important to him than he was. And I tend to have that too. I myself tend to prioritize other people over myself. Load. There we go. Save. And my aim is blocked, because of course it is. All right, let's go around the corner. And we're getting attacked by a rat I didn't even see. That's cool. I like rats. This rat is going to screw with my entire strategy. If it aggroed it. Nope, looks like it didn't. Okay, we're cool. Oh god, it aggroed it. We're dead. We're turbo dead. We have died. We are already dead. My aim is block. Come on, it's right there. There. Okay. Let's see here. Hang on, let me vomit Lothario. Okay, we're good. Let's try to hit the legs. I think that'll cripple it a little. We got a crit. So it's not a cripple, but it's something. Let's hit the other leg. Damn, nice. Looks like we actually crippled it. So, let's, yeah, no, we're probably about to die, Lord Firestorm. Thankfully, we just crippled it, which I think literally just saved our lives. You know what, honestly, let's just do a regular attack. By the way, the name of the mob is Rat God. I'm pretty sure it's a mole rat. Well, he died, and that created Zethmias. But the thing with Merlinae is she is a lot less inclined to no longer operating as a sentient individual entity. So she broke the rules. Can I please loot? Is there loot? There does not appear to be loot. Okay, well, we got a bunch of experience, so I'll take that. killed King Rat. Okay. Whatever. See, now I'm really losing my train of thought. We need to check up here. We need to switch over here. So, Merlin died, but refused to stay dead, and so kind of broke the rules of metaphysics by what I can only refer to as sheer willpower. Hey, it aggroed me, Lord Firestorm. I was just punching rats, and this thing comes over and is like, I'm gonna eat your face! So I decided to shoot it. I don't feel really bad about that choice. There was some face eating happening. Or about to happen. So Merlin kind of takes a bit of a backseat since she shouldn't even exist and violates causality thanks to sheer willpower. But Zaylanerm still exists as if Merlin died. So Zaylanerm was actually only part of a person in terms of overall complexity of sentience and sapience. Put into other terms, she was not what I would call truly sentient or sapient. You know, closer to a VI than an AI, if you will. Are we done? We done killing me with rats? Ah, dang, just throwing rats at my face here. That should be a superpower. Oh, wait. I can think of two things where that's a superpower. No, obviously not, Evo, since none of that is true anymore. Oh my god, there's a highlight key? No, yeah, like in Suicide Squad, there's someone with the power to summon rats. Hell, that's even in the recent movie. And of course, there's, I can't remember his name, from Plague Tale series. It would probably be more accurate to say that I never knew it had one Star Wars. That might be a better way to phrase that. Okay. Back over here. I have streamed Plague Tale, the first one, whatever the first one's called. I forget what it's called. It was an awesome game. It scored very highly, as it should. I loved the hell out of it. The second game is nowhere near funded, so we'll probably play that a year or 2 or 8 from now. No, I think it's pronounced Innocence. I wonder if Baxter Stockman could be said to have mouse superpowers. Anyways, next question. Let's see here. Lothario says, when I was a child, I was taught we were all special and everyone was equal. But that's not true. We're not all special, and we're not all equal. That's ridiculous. If we were all the same, then all we would be is a giant gloop of wallpaper paste. Gloop, 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 gloop. Yeah, but the Mousers, Star Wars, you know. Anyways. Let's see here. Jay Palmer says, what's my least favorite loot system in a video game so far, other than this one? That's actually a good question. There's a lot of games I don't like looting in. You know, honestly, Borderlands 3, actually most... Oh my god! Hello, Mole Rat, which I didn't see until you were in my face. Let's switch to my gun. And shoot you. In the eyes. Okay. Cool. We here at the Lore Walkers are totally cool with shooting mole rats in the eyes. What the hell was I looking at? So, right. Least favorite loot system, Borderlands. I don't like games that just shotgun loot at you. Unless there's a very quick and easy way to get rid of it. And most games that shotgun loot at you actually, frankly, do not have such a system. Let's go for the groin. And more groin. I want you to die in the most horrific way possible. I want you to die screaming. Get out of my face. Answered this, answered that. Answer that, answer that, answer that, answer that. Best? I don't think offshore Twitch account is here, so I'll save that question. Delete. If Dragon Age 4 is released before I fully fund the Dragon Age block, would it be included? You know, I haven't decided about that yet. But the most likely answer is yes. If by some magical, you know, happenstance of reality, Dragon Age 4 comes out prior to the Dragon Age block being funded, we'll just bake it in. Drastically increasing the requirement for the Dragon Age block. But that's okay. Now, thankfully, Huthor isn't here, because he'd just tell me how stupid I am. Which, honestly, that's okay. I accept that. I mean, if you can't accept you're stupid, what can you accept? Can I... No, just... hang on. Nope, we missed. I haven't had my stupid in quota. Yeah, could you help me out, dude? I need to be reminded. There we go. There are a lot of encounters in here. That's just me. Like, we've been in this cave for a good long while now. It's getting weird. Thank you, Huthor. Actually, what's funny is I have had my dose of negativity for the day, which was actually pretty stupid now that I think about it. Never mind. So yeah, we're good. We're good. Appreciate you, though. Okay, so there's our way out. Let's see what's over this way. Let's see. Next question. I have 32 games on the queue ending with Metroid, and Undertale is highest on the list. So if I understand correctly, Undertale's after Metroid. Yes, you are understanding correctly. If absolutely nothing else changed, and no donations were ever given, and I didn't distribute any dealer's choice, then if we were somehow magically able to just finish up the queue right now, then the next game streamed, sorry, not funded, would be, and I'm actually just going to double check this really quick to make sure. Just hit the list up really quick. Yeah, Undertale. Then Mega Man Legends 2, then the Zelda block, then Cthulhu Saves the World, then the LTTP Randomizer, then Wing Commander 1, then Deus Ex Human Revolution, then The Last Guardian, then The Satisfactory, and so forth and so on. Bang. You are now dead. Congratulations. I love that username, Kneel Before Magikarp. That is an awesome username. Well, we've never reviewed Undertale, Star Wars. So yeah, that would be what that is. Well, we have a tool now. Oh, sorry, we have the tool now. Excuse me. How do I distribute dealer's choice? That's actually a very good question. There's no cohesive answer to that, but the most common one is I distribute them to fill out games that other people really want to see happen that aren't getting funded for one reason or another. Like, random example. You may notice that there's a game coming up called Nox. That game has been steadily donated towards for quite a while by a couple of my viewers, but one in particular who has just been really, really studiously putting money towards it. So I threw a bunch of dealer's choice at it to get it funded as essentially kind of a thank you. I don't know, customer service kind of a thing. I don't know what else to call that. We got this. We can make it. Well, there is dynamite right there, so... No, I have not lowered Firestorm. Wait, I jammed it? Oh, Jesus, I jammed it. Okay, well, whatever. Yeah, we also have a crowbar. So let's see how this works out, shall we? Let's try the crowbar first, because we're actually pretty strong. Uah! Okay, that didn't work out. Oh no, Huthor. Of course, all the games you want to play are the ones I'm most dreading, including most likely the one I'm playing right now. Alright, so that didn't work out. Well, let's try this. 10 seconds is plenty seconds. Game. Okay, we're okay. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Wait, so all the stuff in the deal... So, okay, here's another thing to continue answering Dark Day's question. So if you look at the website right now, this is semi a new system. So there's games you care about. There's games I care about. And I don't mean to make that divide, but what I mean by that is a game I really want to stream has a lot of historical variance between a game versus a game that you really want me to stream. I really want to stream Mario Odyssey. You really want me to stream Fallout 2, to use just a really obvious example of that. Now, that doesn't mean these two things are binary. Obviously, there's a lot of bleed over as well. But for organization purposes, we have them divided on the website. So anything you want me to stream takes priority. So anything you guys fund, that goes up top, and it automatically gets priority. And if we make it through that, and nothing else has been funded, then we can start streaming the stuff I want to stream. But if I'm in the middle of streaming something down here, and you fund something, once we finish this run, this goes up top again, and we stream this. Does that make sense? So dealer's choice, the reason I'm mentioning that, to finish answering your question, is it has been requested of me that I stop devoting dealer's choice towards, games that you guys want run as the thank you, kind of your awesome thing, and instead try to devote them to things that I actually want to play, and actually put them towards games lore wants to play. So that's probably what's going to happen more going forwards. Either way, I hope that answers your question, because if not, then I am too stupid to go in any other direction. So, but I've heard a lot over the last 2 years at this point that people prefer it when I'm playing or streaming a game that I'm actually really into. So, there are 100%, absolutely with total certainty, hundreds of games on the list that will never get funded. Wow. No question. Like, no question whatsoever. I don't mean to sound negative, but have you seen the list? Hang on. I need someone to do some math for me really quick. Quest for Glory is what I call a thank you stream. It's a little bit different, but it's something that's kind of a once-only thing. Really quick. What letter of the alphabet is V? V is in victory. So, what number? Also, same question for O. O is in opulence. Okay, now, what is 22 times 26? $572 plus 15 is 587. There are 587 games on the list. A lot of these have $1 or $2 to put towards them from one person. These are not getting funded. I don't mean to be negative, but this isn't negativity. This is reality. That math proves that this is not happening. So, that's why I say with total certainty that many games on the list will never be funded. It's not like a ha 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 ha. It's more like, yeah, duh, right? Math. There's only so many hours in the day. Why can't I? Oh, right, I have to drop coins into it. Well, I don't have any coins. I do have coins, never mind. What do you do if you want to see a game but nobody else shows interest in them? Well, there's two things you can do. One thing you can do is you could try to trade or politic or otherwise get other people to essentially put their vote towards your game. More people putting money towards a game has about the same impact as more money putting towards a game. So, in other words, you can try to increase the interest, but that is entirely on you. And them, obviously. But when I say you, I mean you all. That's on you all. The other side is to donate a large amount of money towards a single run. If you were paying attention, Pilot Shaw's pretty much single-handedly funded Grounded by himself. So... that's kind of it, Mike Romano. Those are the two options. Once again, I don't mean to sound negative or to try and disparage people. It's just... this is reality. There is no fundamental nor feasible way to just kind of decide to stream a game that, you know, one person wants me to stream and nobody else does when that person also hasn't paid for it. Well, there was a cola over here, but what's he do with that? Yeah, the third way is to somehow convince me to, instead of allocating dealer's choice towards things I want to play, allocate them to your game of choice. The thing that I just said I was going to stop doing soon. Well, I shouldn't say stop. Do less of. Do less of. And I do pay attention to trends, too. I actually pay very, very careful attention to which games get repeated interest, which is different. So, like, Mike Romano, for example, is obviously concerned because he's probably thinking, well, what about this one game I've been regularly donating for every week? Well, I notice that kind of a thing. I have methods and metrics to keep track of that kind of thing because I'm a very organized person. The kind of stuff that's never getting donated is the kind of stuff where Bob has donated for it once, and then nobody ever looked at it again. There are quite literally hundreds of games at the bottom of the list that one or two people donated for once, and then haven't looked at in months, or in some cases, years. In fact, one idea I keep kind of mentally circling back around to is just kind of harvesting the bottom of the list periodically. Is this it? Is this all that's here? There's another car. There's another car. There's another car. Oh, it's down. Come on, pay attention more. I found a fuel injection system. Woo. Success, Bamber! I will play this game for you. Kind of, Dr. Winter, but in most of those cases, to be completely blunt, I would probably be reallocating most of that money. Yeah, what Junk Garage says is kind of the problem there. Because in some cases, I will be able to reach out and be like, hey, Mike Kamana, you put $1 towards blah. I'm reaping that. Reallocate that. But in most cases, it's someone that I haven't seen in forever and honestly will probably never see again. Well, the good news is the Quest for Glory series is getting funded as a thank you stream. Zalok has been regularly donating for that, but that's actually not why I did it. So I didn't explain the thank you streams. By the way, am I done here? Can I leave? Oh my god, I can't transition out of here? Really? Wow, okay. Zalok has been someone who has helped me out a lot on the show. He has helped get the question bot that's currently running, as well as the script I use to dump out the spreadsheet into a translatable format, which the website can then take and interpret into the way that you see the bars on the site for the list. That comes from Zalok. That's what the thank you streams are in a nutshell. The thank you streams are quite literally a way to say thank you to people who, you know, have really been helping me out on the show. I always planned to do the thank you streams once we caught up in the queue. The game we're playing right now is a thank you stream. This is a thank you stream to Django, specifically, who has been helping me out on the mod scene, mostly on Discord, for the last several years at this point. So that, and because I'm not exactly a millionaire and I can't afford to literally pay people like I prefer to, my way of saying thank you is to do the streams. Sounds fine? So that's what the thank you streams are. All the thank you streams were funded entirely by Dealer's Choice, by the way. Just a colossal amount of Dealer's Choice. So much so that I actually ran through 1/3 of the total Dealer's Choice I had allocated to get the thank you streams funded. Yes, literally 1/3. I'm not exaggerating there. It's one of the reasons I was a little curious about getting the Patreon thing set up that Savacom's aware of. Thank you, Nithrius, very much. I do appreciate you. And I will put that towards Fell Seal Arbiter's Mark, if you give me one moment. Almost all of the Your Priority streams right now are thank you streams. But if you want the exact list, let me just pull up my website here. Or you could type !next. Fallout 2, Real Mist, Secret of the Stars, Paradise Killer, Quest for Glory Block, Bard's Tale, Nox, Chaos Gate Demon Hunter, and I think that's actually it. All of those are thank you streams. So Far Cry 3 and Bounty Hunter are the only two games not in the Your block that are not thank you streams. I'm doubling up on my nots, but you get my point. Pretty much the entire Your block is thank you streams right now. If you're wondering why it's just a weird smorgasbord of games. Yes, we'll be playing Paradise Killer sometime around the 21st. By request. What am I in combat with? Oh, I'm quite curious how Secret of the Stars is going to go, let me tell you. But anyways. Yep, the Borg are like, delicious food. Next question. Let's see. Questions. One moment, please. What's the name of the place? Where am I? What's the name of the zone I'm in, or the town I'm in? Klamath. Okay, cool. Alright, so let's see. Questions. What is the bedrock of the Fallout universe? That's actually a very good question. So for those of you in chat not familiar with the terminology, when considering things like rewrites, such as the Star Trek rewrite, or the Star Wars rewrite, or the Mass Effect rewrite, and all that fun stuff. The first thing I always do when considering such a project is I identify the bedrock, the very, 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 very base board underneath everything else. Once we figure that out, we can kind of build up from there. In Fallout's case, I think it's not just one thing. It's not like the Force in Star Wars, for example, is the bedrock of Star Wars. Here, I would say, so we've got the 50s shtick, right? Very endemic to the series, recurrent throughout most of the series. So we got the 50s shtick. We've got the nuclear obsession, you know, the magic radiation, the bombs themselves, etc. The Reapers, Savacom. And then we've got, obviously, you know, the bombs fell. We are now in a post-apocalypse. And I think we could probably limit it to those three things. Everything else is a little bit variable, but we have to have those three pillars, I would say. Where are you? Right. I know where I am. I know where I am. Yeah, what Plutonia just said. I don't know what it's called, but sure. Anyway, so hey. Hey, we killed it. You don't care. Of course you don't. Whatever. Although, well, anyways. Okay, so we did that. There's, any other zone lines here? Looks like no, actually. Let's move on to the next question while we figure this out. If the urn of the sacred ashes existed in the real world, what would humanity think of it? What the hell's Andraste? I believe would be the question there. I guess we could try the golden geckos. I literally don't have any other plot threads or quest hooks right now. Hang on, let's check something here. We never did find Vic. That's actually funny. And Smiley's up north. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh my god, Flygand is gone! No, I can see you. Next question. Actually, I already answered that. I answered that. I'm sure I'm familiar with the Kaiserreich mod in Hearts of Iron. Yes. How accurate is that game to your vision of how the world would look if the Germans won World War I? Unfortunately, the answer is I don't know because I'm not that familiar with it. I'm not super amazing. So, I don't know. Okay, so who haven't I talked to? You! I'm looking for Vic. Never mind. I already talked to you. You! You're not Vic. Are you Vic? Are you Vic? Are you Vic? Are you talking about magic? Can you teach me magic spells? Sure, and Begora, I can teach you about the wee folk, leprechauns, spriggans, banshees. Would you like that? That sounds great. Teach away. Somehow, I feel as though you're pulling my leg a bit. Aw, thanks. So what were you saying about sweet science? Pugilism. I mean, yeah, sure. God damn it, I have to go to the whorehouse to actually find Vic. Jesus Christ. Alright, whatever. Several hours later. Ah, yeah, thank you for helping me, Mr. Sullivan. Let me give you $10 for a brew on me. Ah, I couldn't take your money. It was very my own pleasure to tell you stuff. Oh, thanks. Where'd you learn to fight like that? Oh, a long time ago. A place called Reno. Where's Reno? I don't want to tell you. Okay. Thanks, dude. Kinda. But my melee and unarmed went up, so that's nice. Alright, let's go to the whorehouse. Over here. Alright, so, hi. Yes, hello. I'm looking for a companion. I'm not looking for a scrub down. I'm not looking for a rub down, a wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I'm actually looking for information. Aha, Vic! Tell me more about Vic. Where's the den? The hive of scum and villainy, southeast of here. Tell me about Geck. You ever heard of Geck? Is that a gecko? No, thanks, Jenny. Okay, cool. Thank you, Jenny. Appreciate you. What is my rep here? Accepted. I'm also neutral in the den. I'm also at 135 karma. Alright. Are you someone to talk to? No. Nobody's here to talk to. Alright, let's get out of here. So if I was Evo's not here. I can't answer that one. What I call early Middle Ages in Europe as post-apocalypse or post-post-apocalypse. Honestly, that depends on the specific location. Where is Sulik? Who is Sulik? Where is this person? God damn it! Oh, there's another bar? Hello? Okay, go away. Are you, there. You! Oh my god, there's voice act. I should put in my headphones. Hi! Join me. Join me. Join me. You ever hear of a Garden of Eden creation kit?
Never heard of it. But Maida's been keeping us busy.
Who's Maida?
She's the boss. We pay off and go find Sis. What can we and I do you for?
I mostly look for sus.
We and I know many things. Travel from great saltwater to home of biting lizards.
Tell me about the Great Saltwater.
The tribe's home is next to Great Saltwater. 2 moons from here, friend.
That's a long ways. How'd you travel so far safely?
Friend with all the spirits walking with me. Not afraid to travel anywhere.
Really? That's insane. And, you know, kind of terrifying.
We and I be glad to answer.
So, what are the biting lizards?
Geckos. The little dudes don't bite hard. It's the goldens. They go through your leg like an old pipe stem. We
Cool.
and I be glad to answer.
I do like having stuff go through my leg like an old pipe stem. Who are we?
The spirits with me, friend. They be all around. Sometimes talk.
Like bats in the belfry?
That'd be funny, friend. At least Grampy Bone thinks so. He say you got wit. Say you gon' need it.
Why?
Him got feeling about you. Grampy Bone, one smart spirit.
What's the feeling?
That's all he say right now. Spirits see and say different. Not like normal folk.
Okay.
We and I be glad to answer.
So, why do you travel so much?
Trader named Vic supposed to be here. He be saying he know about slavers. We show up, didn't peep him. Get pretty hot. We and I be glad to answer.
So, what are you doing here?
Slavers got our sis. Thought Vic be having information. Couldn't peep him. Got PO'd. Drank like a fish. Spirits of anger and chaos pop out, and now we have to pay some coin to make it right.
You, okay, I could pay for the damages.
We all made a $350.
Never mind.
You heading south? We'll walk about with you and look for sis. You having $350?
Yeah, I do not have that kind of money.
We and I be glad to answer.
How much money do you have? He got drunk and caused some problems, and now he owes that much as a debt of dues. So, So yeah, let's see if we can find a vendor. Okay, that's not helpful. All right. So if I was tier 5 into Fallout, what would I do? First thing I do, all the nukes are gone. Just... Alright, do I have anything worth selling? Fuel cell regulator, yeah, let's get rid of that. 'Cause I'm a moron. No, getting rid of radiation would have a larger scale impact. So I probably wouldn't do that. Yeah, but rocks kill people too, and I'm not going to get rid of rocks. I don't know. I've actually never thought about that, Evo. Screw it. Let's just do the easy way. Okay, how much money do I have now? Hey, just barely enough. Whew. Okay. Goodbye. Good thing I didn't give that fiver to the guy up front, or I wouldn't be able to help this guy out. Alright, so save.
What can we and I do you for?
So, what are you doing here? Paying for damages.
$350.
Here's the money.
Yeah, we be giving this to Maida, then we be free. Want us to walk by and buy?
Yes, please. Expensive companion. Jeez Louise. There he is. Okay. You can run. You don't have to walk. So let's see how the companion interactions are this time around.
What you be needing?
So, let's see. Change distance. Talk about your gear. Let's talk about your gear.
Got it, friend.
What kind of weapons can you use?
We be good with fist, spear, big hammer, submachine gun. We be a handful.
So, of course, I just traded away both of my spears. That sucks. Combat control. Oh, hello. Coward isn't an option. What's custom do? Interesting. Well, we're going to turn him into a berserker, of course. And he's got armor, and he's got a hammer. Okay, so hang on. So, use best weapon, use best hammer. And by hammer, I mean armor, because I'm a dumbass. No, yeah, this is already a removal of a negative right here. Okay. That's it. Thanks, Silik. Okay. It is at long last time. Just he's no Ian, right? Can anyone ever replace Ian? Let's see. What would I do with tier 5 with the Fallout setting? Because my first thought is to turn it into a resort, like, hangout kind of a place. No. No one will ever replace Dogmeat except for Dogmeat the 2nd, Dogmeat the 3rd, and Dogmeat the 4th. Oh, there's also Dogmeat the 5th in Fallout Shelter. Yeah, we're up to light now. I'm gonna go sit on those skills. I don't really need to crazy in my skills right now. So we could try the golden geckos. That is one of the only... I think we only have 2. Yeah, we have 2 hooks right now. The quest to go to the golden geckos. Head down to the den. But, Oh yeah, that's where it's at right there. This game. Yeah, that's kind of what I meant too, Evo. So, I'm glad you understood me. There's a Paul. Oh my god, we're never gonna leave this town. Well, it's time to cut off the stream anyways. So tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, more of Klamath. We will never leave Klamath.